Jason. How's it going, neighbors, and welcome back. I'm Dusty Mac, and thank you for joining me on this Good Place reaction series. Today, we are continuing off with our favorite show about a bunch of heavenly hosts. This one is Season 4, Episode 2, A Girl from Arizona, Part 2. And last time, basically, we got introduced to our four humans, which was Linda, who ended up being that go to the gym demon. And then there was like a tabloid dude, an executive, and then of course Simone, who was like Chidi's love interest in Season 2 when they were in Arizona. And since the bad place cheated and they had to get rid of Linda / go to the gym, the judge decided to make Chidi a part of the experiment now. So now, like I was kind of worried about last week, Chidi has an even less chance to fall back in love with Eleanore this time around because, and this is the last time around, presumably, because this is like the judge judging the experiment's viability. So this is basically, this is for everything, you know, not just eternal paradise, but for eternal love. And that's something that Eleanore finally found and she wanted. And so did Chidi. Chidi found it too. And he volunteered to get rid of it for the chance at helping everybody go to heaven. And also last episode, Simone, being the brain scientist that she is, she was like, yeah, this is just me in a coma or me dying, and these are like all the errant thoughts. Like, Chidi, he worked in my university, that's why I know that name. These flowers are probably the flowers from like all my well-wishers and stuff. So she's not convinced she's dead and in heaven, so that's also gonna be a difficult thing to convince her of. So anyway, guys, if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some bonus videos and don't stream. I really don't. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, right now, the season finale of The Good Place is already available for the Soul Sister tier patrons and above, as well as some patron exclusive movies, series, and polls. So if any of that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here at some point. And yeah, if you really want to help me out, please share this with all your fan groups and socials and all that kind of stuff. The more people that watch, the more I can do reactions just like this. And yeah, I guess without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's episode of The Good Place. This one is Season 4, Episode 2, A Girl from Arizona, Part 2. Let's do it.
Desperate, right, team leader?
Super cool that I'm actively manipulating an ex-boyfriend, more so than I usually do.
I was gonna say, there's no way she didn't do that before.
Born on third base, thinks he invented the game of baseball. Guys like this.
That's actually a really good line.
He's the oldest, which means he should be open to new ideas.
You're literally saying
He's a rich white guy.
An old dog new tricks.
Exactly. Is there a famous expression about how easy it is to do that?
That's exact opposite, actually, Michael.
Hear how much better they are than he was. Might make him realize he doesn't belong here. Bonus, maybe he cries like a little baby.
Wait, are they gonna have to kind of torture these people by proving to them how awful they are so they'll change their way?
Thank you, Wanda. What a life. Now, Chidi and Aganye. Now, Chidi, you led an impressive life.
I was a professor of ethical and moral philosophy.
Ugh.
You saved every duck.
In essence, yes, but also horses.
Feel a little inadequate.
I'm gonna pause this right here, by the way, hold on. Have you guys heard, like, recently there's some scientist in South Korea who invented a new medicine to help cats live longer, to like, so they could age to like 30 or above normally? It's like something to do with like a kidney disease that usually takes cats out when they get a little older, and this kind of cures it, essentially, is from what I read. So now cats can officially live longer than like 15-20 years, which I think is amazing. And as soon as that's out, I'm gonna give my little kitty that shot if I can.
Hey, Mikey,
He's just bored.
Here's my idea to make it up to her. Me and 100 Janet babies do a giant flash mob. Great idea, right?
She would have to organize that though, Jason.
Jason. Sorry. Little cheat code. If I say your name 5 times, my headache goes away. Do you know why I thought
Jason. Doesn't work.
you think every problem can be solved with a Molotov cocktail or plunging derrick?
That's all stuff that has worked though, right? For the most part, except for the Molotovs.
Give her some space. Control your impulses.
Wanting to do something isn't a good reason to immediately do it.
Yes.
I wish someone had taught me this on Earth.
People try. Mostly
So
does.
many people try. mostly just it's like the most basic thing, and he's just like, oh, I finally get it.
I went to Princeton University. I earned my spot there, just like my father and his father before him. Inherited the family business. In just 18 years, I grew Norwalk from a $90 million company to a $94 million company.
Tell us about a time when things...
He's got to be like, how is this the good place if he's here?
In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., when life knocks you on your butt, you jump back up and start throwing haymakers.
I'm not sure he said that.
No, he did. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
That's what's wrong with this country.
What country?
Chad, Duck Lady, nice to meet you.
Chad, how?
You were great.
No.
There is a bad play strategy that might work very well here.
Oh.
Janet!
Giving him the old Eleanore treatment, huh? I like the Michigan Wolverine colored jumpers better.
We don't know why all of this is happening.
This chaos is clearly all about me. I don't belong here. I mean, obviously there's a place better than this. I belong there. In the best place.
He learns nothing.
This can't be all the afterlife has to offer.
Not to the cream of the crop.
Made
Then where
$4
are my
million
guys?
in
Where's
20
Scott?
years, dude.
Where's White Guillermo and Mexican William?
He makes a good point.
Frankly, Janet is a little uptight. She hasn't worn any of my gifts.
You've been asking Janet to make herself clothes that you give back to her?
You're doing the math right there.
Look, this chaos,
I'm kind of siding with him in this point. You know, she should be wearing those.
figure it out. Get back to me.
Wow.
I'm gonna go punch a wall with my head.
Punch a wall with my head.
We need to talk about Eleanor.
I know what you're gonna say. I'm sure she'll get around to showering at some point.
No, it's not that. We need a new team leader. Perhaps leadership isn't her forte.
She keeps screwing everything up. That's my thing. You wouldn't put me in charge.
Actually, that's a decent point.
Put Jason out of a job.
Discuss pursuing a change in leadership.
You're all ungrateful ash faces who can shove your fat grumps all the way up your snork box.
Which curses were those?
I'm only doing it because Michael had a nervous breakdown the second it started. Maybe all of humanity can be saved with good old-fashioned Jacksonville Carnival.
All I need is a bouncy house, ninja stars, and a bunch of ambulances.
Well, good luck, horse faces.
The jump house and ninja stars, for one, don't equate, but then he brings a bunch of ambulances, and yeah, that makes sense.
You don't just get to quit this, Eleanor. This
You
is not-
did.
How do I get Brent to stop being such a deckhead? Simone, when she's convinced all of this inside of her brain. John the Gossip King. I'm not meant for this. I'm just
A girl from Arizona.
a girl from Arizona. I ate junk food. Sometimes left H&M wearing more underpants than I had on when I came in. Now I'm supposed to be in charge of everyone else's life?
When I started my experiment, I thought this will be a breeze. You beat me in 3 months. A fluke. You then beat me 800 more times. Human beings are weird, and I will never understand what it's like to be one.
You're getting there, though, Michael.
Like it or not, the only one who can save humanity is a girl from Arizona.
Everything I do blows up in my face.
Happened to Michael, too.
I'm like a hot, wily coyote.
That's true. You know how this works. Fail 1,000 times, and you keep trying.
That's how you learn.
The 1,001st idea might work. I hope you shower first.
Isn't it the good place you could just be like, Janet, make me clean? That might be another request, actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, let's do that, Eleanor.
I have a new idea for Brent. We're gonna tell him he's right. We need to know that we can trust you.
I routinely buried HR complaints. So, no problem.
This is like season 3 of Succession.
There is a best place.
Like a Diamond Elite.
I was Diamond Elite. Did shots with this pilot. Guy let me fly his helicopter.
We know that's how you died.
Good times, huh?
The most morally upstanding residents get to go.
So it's like a good deeds contest? Let me get that for you. Did you get that? Or should I start writing these down?
Would that work forever? I mean,
I got you a box of chocolates, but then I ate them.
didn't she give those to you?
I've been overwhelmed with work. I can't be in a relationship with you right now. I'm afraid it would endanger the experiment. Also, the Jaguars cut Blake Bortles. He's not on the team anymore. I am genuinely sorry.
That's like the absolute worst news he could have ever heard. I think he hated that worse than being broken up with, to be honest.
Now he's saddled with a bad motivation. Points won't go up.
But that was also my situation. We have to hope that over time, Brent starts doing good things out of habit.
The more you do, the more you want to do, you know?
You didn't actually have a nervous breakdown, did you? So that I would step up and take over.
Guilty.
You tricky devil.
Okay, that goes into what I was thinking.
I used to have a breakup routine, champagne and a Alanis Morissette.
Are they gonna get remarried?
Oh, not the singer. Just listen to her albums at my friend Adele's house.
I guess I could do my normal.
Of course.
What do I do?
Whatever you do, you'll be doing it with your friends.
The Blake
I
Bortles,
didn't
though.
get to tell you about the Blake Bortles part.
And they cut him. They didn't just trade him. That's extra hurtful.
Simone, the third-eye blind superfan.
That's the one.
What makes you think I'd have any more luck?
You and Simone are soulmates.
That's what she had to do.
I'm getting a stomachache, but a good one. This is new. I wonder if I can summon a book from my apartment.
Well, good luck.
Well, technically, he is in the MCU.
I spent
It's
my
still
whole
coming.
life-
It's still coming. It's gonna hit you. I love that.
My brain must really like keeping you around.
You think that you're the only real thing in the universe, as philosophy is pretty juvenile for a person with advanced degrees. However, if none of this is real, then it really shouldn't matter. In fact,
Dude.
what?
Fine. Point sort of taken.
You acting like no one else matters, and you end up acting like a jerk. Treat them better, just in case they're real.
Keep talking. Maybe real philosopher man.
You did
Well-
it. She looks happy, though, you know?
Is this what donating old bras to Goodwill feels like?
So she got those 3 done pretty quick.
I don't have some cosmic claim to him. Chidi made a sacrifice for us, and I had to make sure it was worth it.
Blissfully unaware of what he gave up.
But we know what he gave up. Dead ash. I know you're down, but you
I got
can't
you,
leave
Eleanor.
alone.
That is the code.
Never let down the code. By the way, there's a new outro. That's interesting. All right, everybody, that was The Good Place, Season 4, Episode 2, A Girl from Arizona, Part 2. And in this one, Eleanor... everything was just kind of falling apart around her. Like, she tried to do the whole Eleanor thing where they made it appear that everything was going wrong because of that guy. And he picked up on it really quick. However, he was like, oh, obviously I don't belong here because I belong in someplace even better than this place. So to fix that, they're just like, yeah, but you have to be like, you know, a Gandhi type figure in order to ascend to that level. So that fixed him. You know, he's not going to do it for ethical reasons. But like I said, the more you do nice things, the more you want to do nice things. So eventually it will change how he is as a person. And then, you know, in order to fix Simone, Eleanor had to kind of sacrifice again to tell Chidi that him and Simone are both soulmates. And honestly, they hit it off very quickly because they were in love on Earth. And it seems like it's kind of transferring over, and that sucks. Like Michael said, you know, Chidi gets to be blissfully unaware, but we all know what he missed out on. That ass. And then just I can't believe that Blake Bortles got let go. That was just the worst thing to happen in this entire series. But then obviously Janet and Jason had to break up because Janet's just overwhelmed, and just a really good episode. I'm glad that Eleanor is kind of fitting back in with the role. But in the episode, I started thinking, and when Michael and Eleanor were having that discussion, and he said only a girl from Arizona can help us. And then she asked him a question, and I was like, yep, that kind of went in. Maybe, like I said from season 1, maybe she is chosen to ascend to be the next architect, and this is her training all along. Like, even, you know, Chidi, Tahani, and Jason, maybe they have nothing to do with it. Maybe this is just all for Eleanor to, like I said, ascend or get to another level, or a job that she has to do that only she can do. Only a girl from Arizona, a normal person, can judge people accordingly to what they do, and something like that. I'm starting to put that together, and I don't know if this is reversed on Eleanor, where she's trying to help everybody else, but realistically, this is a test for Eleanor, and everybody is trying to help her. Not sure if that makes sense or not, but I'm putting some stuff together, and I don't know where that's gonna go, and I'm excited to see where that is. So anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? And of course, Blake Bortles getting let go from Jacksonville. You gotta let me know in the comment box down below. And remember, if you like this reaction and want to keep seeing more just like it, please make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm, and subscribe, and hit that little bell in the corner because it'll tell you when my next video comes out, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I also do some some bonus videos, and don't stream. I really don't. And if you guys want to support the channel financially, the Patreon and everything else is down below. And with the Patreon, you're going to get these reactions full length in a week or weeks before the YouTube audience. For example, right now, the season finale of The Good Place is already available for the Soul Sister tier patrons and above, as well as some patron exclusive movies, series, and polls. So if any of that interests you, please go check that out. If not, they'll be up here at some point. And yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. So thank you so very much for joining me. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. And remember, if you're going to go outside, wear that mask, don't be an ass. And I will see you all next week with some more The Good Place. Take it easy, guys.